Now let's start making the magic ring. First, grab your yarn and then wrap it around your fingers like this. And then insert your hook, pull the second one to the front and twist it. Firstly, make 2 chains. 1 and 2. Now remove the ring from your fingers. Let's start round 1. For round 1 you will have to make double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, pull the yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. You made 1 double crochet. For round 1 you will have to make a total of 12 double crochets into the magic ring. Now I finished making 12 double crochets, so pull the tail of the ring and it will be closed like this. To end this round, you will have to make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. If you can find the chain 2, just make a slip stitch on the first double crochet. To start round 2, make 2 chains first, and then we will make double crochet increase. To make the increase stitch, make 2 double crochets together in same stitch. Now I'm making the first double crochet, and then I will make the second one in the same stitch, so this becomes an increase stitch. For round 2, you will have to repeat making increase stitches for 12 times. So repeat making 2 double crochets together in one stitch for 12 times, and you will get a total of 24 stitches when you reach the start. There will be a stitch left after 24 double crochets. Don't worry, just skip it. And to end this round, make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. Now let's start making round 3. First, make 2 chains first, and then for round 3, make the first double crochet in the first stitch, and then after that we will make an increase stitch into the second stitch. So now this is the second stitch, so make 2 double crochets together in same stitch. Now I repeat this pattern, which is 1 double crochet and an increase stitch for 1 time, but you will have to repeat this for a total of 12 times. So again, make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and an increase stitch into this next stitch. So repeat making this pattern until you reach the start, and you will get a total of 36 double crochets. Again, there will be a stitch left after 36 stitches. Skip that stitch and make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. After that, let's start round 4. To start round 4, make 2 chains first, and then in this round we will make half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, pull the yarn and yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and you made 1 half double crochet. For the pattern, you will have to make an increase stitch after 1 half double crochet. So for the increase, make 2 half double crochets together, and then make 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So now I repeat this pattern for 1 time, which is 1 half double crochet, an increase, and 1 half double crochet. You will have to repeat this pattern for 4 times. So again, make 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then after that an increase stitch. After the increase, make 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So now I repeat the pattern for 2 times. So repeat this pattern for 4 times in total. After repeating the pattern for 4 times, you will get like this, and then make 1 half double crochet each into the next 2 stitches. After these 2 half double crochets, we will start making the ear for the bear or the eye for the frog. So to make that, you will have to yarn over 2 times and insert your hook into the next stitch, and then pull the yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the middle 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Now you made 1 triple crochet. So in this stitch you will have to make a total of 5 triple crochets together. Now I'm making the second one. This is the third one. So here I made 4th one and 5th one. After that, skip 1 stitch and then make a single crochet into the next stitch. You will have to repeat making single crochets for 4 times. Now I finished making the first one. This is the second, third, and 4th. After that, we will make the second ear or the eye. So skip 1 stitch and make 5 triple crochets together in the next stitch. Remember, you will have to skip 1 stitch and then make 5 triple crochets together into the next stitch. Now I finished making 2 eyes or 2 ears, and then after that, to end this round, make 2 half double crochets. Make 1 half double crochet each in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2, and then after that you will have to repeat the pattern, which is 1 half double crochet, 1 increase, and 1 half double crochet. So again, repeat this pattern, which is 1 half double crochet, an increase stitch, and 1 half double crochets for 4 times. And when you reach the start, make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. For this round, I guess there will be a total of 50 stitches. To start round 5, make 2 chains, and then we will make back loop only double crochet. So instead of inserting the hook into the stitch normally, we will insert it into the back loop of 1 stitch. So here, normally we insert our hook like this, but in this case we will insert the hook like this into the back loop of a stitch and make a double crochet. So what you have to do for round 5 is repeat making back loop only double crochet in each and every stitch until you reach the start. And when you reach the start, make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. These are the front loops of round 4. You can clearly see them because you are only walking into the back loop of the stitches. So after round 5, please fold your crochet piece like this, so it will become like a dish or a tray. And then for round 6, make 2 chains first, and then this time you will make normal double crochet stitches in every stitch. So for round 6, repeat making normal double crochet stitches in every stitch, but you will have to stop when you reach the middle between the eyes. So now I reached the middle between the eyes, and then we will make a small strap. Make 7 chains. After 7 chains, make a slip stitch into that double crochet, and then now continue making double crochet in every stitch until you reach the start. When you reach the start, don't forget to make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. Now one piece is finished, so chain 1 and cut the yarn, and don't forget to weave in the ends. After weaving the ends, make the second one by repeating round 1 to round 4, but in round 4 you will have to stop making after 2 single crochets. So after the ear, skip 1 stitch and make single crochets for 2 times, and then after that we will add a long strap this time, so make 50 chains in total. So now I finished making 50 chains. Make sure that the strap is not twisted, and then make a single crochet into the next stitch. After that, make another single crochet into the next stitch. Now you can repeat the rest of the pattern of round 4, and when you finished making, please don't forget to cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Before sewing the 2 pieces, let's make the face details. So for the blush, make a magic ring first and then chain 2. And for the blush, we will make 12 half double crochets together into the magic ring. So yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, pull the yarn, and yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So repeat making 12 half double crochets into the magic ring. After that, pull the tail of the ring and the ring will be closed. To finish this, please don't forget to make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2 or maybe on the first half double crochet. This pattern can also be used for the nose of the bear. After making the blush, please leave a long tail for sewing. I will show you how to make the eyes for the frog. So make magic ring again, and this time make only 1 chain. And then in this magic ring, you will have to make 8 or 6 single crochets. So if you made 8 single crochets, you will get a little bit bigger eye, but 6 single crochets, you will get a smaller one, so it's up to you. After that, make a slip stitch on the first stitch and leave a long tail for sewing. I'm showing with pink yarn because you can see none of the stitches with black yarn, but for the eyes you will have to use black yarn. Now I will show you how to sew the blush on the frog. You can use any kinds of sewing ways you want, but if you can sew the blush, you will also be able to sew the eyes. So for the white part of the eyes, it is the same pattern with this blush. 12 half double crochets together in magic ring, and this becomes the white part of the eye. And for the black part of the eye, you will have to make 8 or 6 single crochets. Whenever you finished sewing, don't forget to hide the thread. So this is how I added a smile on my frog face. Also, don't forget to secure the thread after embroidering. So this is how my bear looks like. For the eyes, I use like these eyes. They are not safety eyes. You have to use them using glue like this, and then stick them wherever you want. I use 10mm eyes for the bear's eyes and the nose. After adding the face, let's start sewing these two pieces together. First, make a slip knot. And then put the right sides inside. Here like this. Put the right side inside. So you will have to fold the first piece like this. So now we will put stitch markers on the 7th stitch from the middle. It's okay if you don't want to count the stitches. Just put the stitch markers on the middle top of the ear. After marking the stitches, attach the slip knot at the marked place. So here like this. Insert your hook into both stitches of the two pieces and attach the loop and chain one. So to sew these two pieces together, we will use single crochet stitch. So here like this, make a single crochet on both stitches, and into the next stitch, insert your hook into both stitches and make one single crochet. So repeat making single crochet until you reach another stitch marker, and this is how we sew the two pieces together. When you reach the marked place, you can remove the stitch markers. And now let's start making the knot back or the marked back. So to start, make 6 chains. After making 6 chains, turn your work, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet. After that, you will have to repeat this pattern, which is chain 3, skip 2 stitches and 1 double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Repeat this until you reach the start. If you want a bigger marked back, you will have to skip only 1 stitch, but make 4 chains and then make 1 double crochet into the 2nd stitch. So for the bigger bag, you will have to make 1 double crochet and then chain 4 and skip 1 stitch and make 1 double crochet into the 2nd stitch. So now I reached the opening, and in this we will crochet on the first piece. So chain 3. After chain 3, skip 2 stitches. To make a double crochet, insert your hook into the front loop of the 3rd stitch. So here like this. For this, you will have to make on the first piece only, and then make a double crochet into the front loop of the stitch. For this opening, you will have to repeat making the stitches in the front loops. Now I reached the place where I added a small strap. You don't need to do anything about it, just skip it and make double crochet into the front loop of the next stitch. So now I reached the start, so chain 3 and make a slip stitch into the third chain of chain 6. Find the third chain and make a slip stitch. And now we finished making the first round of the mesh stitch. To start the next round, make 6 chains and then make double crochet on the double crochet. So here like this. After that, chain 3 and make the double crochet on the double crochet. For those who make bigger bag, keep making 4 chains instead of 3, and please repeat this mesh stitch round for 11 rounds in total or more if you want longer bag. For me, I don't do grocery shopping, so I will just stop at round 11. This bag, I've already used it to carry some heavy things like drinks, and it becomes longer. So the bag is already stretchy, so I'm not gonna add more rows, but if you want to add more rounds, you can add more. Now I will show you how to add the strap for the bag to hold. So for this round, chain 1 and make 3 single crochets into the gap like this. If you made 4 chains, you will have to make 4 single crochets, but now I only made 3 chains, so I will make 3 single crochets, and then after that skip the double crochet and make 3 single crochets into the next gap. So repeat making 3 single crochets or 4 into every gap. Now I finished making single crochets in every gap, and before moving on to the next round, find the eyes or the ears of the pouch and put your bag like this. And put the stitch marker on the third gap if you count from the side. You will have to put 4 stitch markers. So I put a stitch marker on the third gap if I count from the side. And now let's add the strap. To end this round, make a slip stitch into the chain or the first single crochet. To start another round, chain 1 and please make single crochets in every stitch until you reach the stitch marker. I will also add a single crochet on the marked place, and then to add the strap, make 20 chains. If you want longer strap, please add more chains, but if you make 50 chains, you will have to make another 50 chains for the second handle too. For me, I just make 20 chains, and then make sure that the strap is not twisted, and then make a single crochet on the next stitch marker place. After that, continue making single crochets until you reach another stitch marker. And when you reach another stitch marker, you will have to repeat the same process again, which is making 20 chains, and then after that making a single crochet on the last stitch marker place, and repeat making single crochets until you reach the start. So now you will get like this. I'm gonna make a slip stitch before I start a new round. Now let's make the last round. chain 1 and make single crochets on the single crochet stitches, and when you reach the chains, we will make half double crochets in each chain. So yarn over, insert your hook into the chain and make a half double crochet. If you make 20 chains, then you will have to make 20 half double crochets. If you make 50 chains, then you will have to make 50 half double crochets. And then after that, you will have to make single crochets on single crochet stitches. And when you reach the second strap, you will have to make half double crochets on the chains. And repeat making single crochets until you reach the start. When you reach the start, make a slip stitch into the first single crochet and then cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Please watch my intro again if you don't know how to put the net bag inside the pouch, or if you don't know how to pull out the net bag from the pouch. So now the tutorial is finished. I hope you will be able to make your own cute pouches, which can also be turned into mini net bag or maybe even big market bag. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to give a big thumbs up and also click on the subscribe button so I can upload more in the future. And also don't forget to follow me on social media. And with that being said, see you all in my next video. Bye bye!